live now. Holy shit.
Hello,
Nothing like your computer restarting 5 seconds before you're like, go live.
Well, babe, let's
You
be
know what?
honest. If this didn't happen to
We
you,
are
you
not
wouldn't have
technical
anything.
people around
Oh,
here.
I opened the wrong thing.
We might as well live in the fucking Stone Ages. Right?
No,
Like hammering, chiseling tablets.
I don't agree with you.
What's up, guys? Sorry it took us a little
I
bit to get on
don't
there.
agree with you.
My computer decided to do an entire reset.
Boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. I'm talking about the boys on the board.
The boys on the board. Wednesday night wine tasting? No. Nooners, what's happening? Stephanie Ann, what's happening?
That does sound
Hope you guys
delicious.
are having a good night. One thing I fucked up and I forgot to check. We have to do this real quick because I've got to check this. Can you open up a page? You have a page up?
Yep.
I've got to do a little test because I literally had to. So it works. We're good. All right, cool. Fucking who knows why.
Fabuloso.
Fixed everything. My computer decided this has happened to me. Not just on this, but at like work.
Babe,
this shit happens.
If shit didn't happen to you, you wouldn't have anything to complain about. Then what would we do?
Ayo, what's up, Lloyd? Hey, welcome to The Bar is Open. I'm Greg, and that is
Beth.
This is The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We really needed it. I needed to pick me up.
¿Por qué?
Why?
Yeah.
Because Jesus Christ.
Oh,
the world just happened 5 seconds ago.
You're such a delicate flower.
Wrote a show in 14 seconds.
You're such a delicate drama flower.
Delicate flowers. Like that rose that I posted.
It's so pretty.
Every rose has its thorn.
Some bushes more than others, apparently.
This beard is getting manly at this
on,
point. Again, this is the first beard I've ever grown in my entire life. I trim up my mustache.
Man.
But I've gotten one beard trim. When the hell did Craig get married? Craig, is he on here yet? When did Craig get married?
October.
It's like a month and a half ago?
No, about a month ago.
And that was the first time, was the week, couple days before that, was the first time I ever got a beard
phone
trim.
up here?
I don't know. It's right next to you. It's on the other side of your iPad.
Ah, there it is.
There you go. Hey guys, thanks so much. You know what? I just realized.
What?
We hit 169 subscribers.
Woohoo! What? Boom goes the dynamite. Drop the mic
I'm
and walk
talking
out.
about the 69 part.
Oh, of course you are.
Just saying.
Such a boy.
69. It's good. We appreciate
October
you guys.
16th, Ruben said. Thank you, Ruben.
Thank you. Appreciate that. October 16th. So we're coming up on a month.
Mhm.
Yeah. A few days. Something like that. So
Maybe I don't
11,
recognize,
17,
I
so it
don't
was a month and a day
recognize
ago.
the growth so much because I'm with you every day.
Right. This bitch is getting full.
Yeah. Our friend Jamie, who now lives in California, was like, holy beard.
Yep. Hey, you know what? It's like, try it out. See if it works. I had a buddy at work who was like, yeah, I tried to do the bald thing, and he can grow hair.
Who is
like,
this?
Mike.
Oh.
And he's like, yeah, I can grow hair and stuff like that. And he goes, and he's just a smaller guy.
Yeah.
And maybe $150.
Soaking wet.
Yep. And he goes, yeah, I tried to grow the big beard with the bald head, and he goes, just doesn't look right on
now,
me.
is he?
No,
He's
he
got
has hair.
hair?
Now.
Okay.
Yeah, he because he can grow his hair out. He was going through the phase of, I'm just going to be cheap and not get a
Shave my
haircut and
head.
shave my head.
Yeah.
Or every once in a while he'll do it, you know.
Right.
Oh no. Hope you guys are having a great night. Yeah, DJ, good evening. Cheers to you guys. We've got some fun shit to talk about tonight. This beer is heavy.
It's not heavy. He's not heavy. He's my brother. Remember that commercial?
No, that doesn't make any sense. So I want to throw something out, and this is kind of I posted it out just a little while ago, the Vinny thing.
Oh.
So this is kind of, and I put it in the notes, a moment of reflection, if you will, which is kind of an interesting thing. So where Beth and I work, and you guys can go Google that shit or figure it out. You just go to LinkedIn and find me. You can find it. I'll follow you back if you're on LinkedIn. But there was this particular guy, Vinny, who hired me in 2002.
2001, I think you said.
2002 for me.
Okay.
It was December 2nd, 2020, or 2002 is December 2nd. It was December 2nd, 2002 is when I got hired.
2002 is what you're trying to say.
2002, right? And he's retiring today. Or maybe not in
noted. Yeah, he told us he was retiring.
End of December,
today.
he's retiring. And it was an interesting kind of thing. And I was thinking about it. It's like we've gone to his wedding. We've we've known him for years and
Mhm.
years and years. And we started thinking like, fuck, that's 19 years ago almost.
Mhm.
18 years ago. No, 19 years ago coming up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck. It'll be
No.
19. Yeah.
2001? 2.
This
It'll be
is
20 years.
19. So I'm saying
You're
19 years,
correct.
right? But it comes down to like, he hired me at USAA. Fuck, I said it.
You did.
Whatever. He hired me at the really great company that we are lucky to work for.
Bleep that out.
Yeah, whatever. I'll mute it for those that heard
Don't
it.
already know.
But he
Yeah,
hired me
so-
then, and it literally changed my life. It
Yeah.
changed the entire trajectory of my life. This one dude
Mhm.
said, "Hey, come in," and I remember interviewing with him at like 6:30 at night
Really?
in Phoenix at the Phoenix office at the the smaller
Yeah.
campus, right?
Right.
And I went in and I listened to people. I was like, what the fuck am I didn't even know what the company was back then. Like I knew I had insurance through them,
Right.
and I knew that was my dad told me I had to have a credit card when I moved out to Arizona and stuff, right?
Hey, we have a new visitor.
Matt Tibbs, hey, what's up, dude? Yeah,
That's
thanks.
awesome.
Cheers to you, man.
Thank
I appreciate
you.
that. Smash that.
Also, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss us.
Yeah, I appreciate you, dude. Thank
That's
you.
awesome.
Jess, what's happening? Hope you're having a good night.
Hey.
So this is
Oh,
just me
okay.
going down a little bit of memory road because it's
Right.
important, and I'll get to it here in just a second, why it's so important. That I got hired that day,
Right.
and I've met lifelong friends. I
Right.
still work, a couple of the people that I work with on a semi-regular basis,
Right.
I got hired with that day. There was
Right.
like 14 of us
Oh,
that got
that's a pretty
hired
good size pipeline.
19 years ago,
Right.
and a couple of them still work there. But aside from that, that's how I met you, was
Right.
through
Because he
the
hired
company.
me for a position that was in Phoenix, and I moved to Phoenix in 2004 because of that position.
Right. So he brought you from San Antonio.
He brokered our relationship, basically.
in this weird way. So what I'm getting at is like this person
Right.
that had an impact on my life that I didn't even know. I had no idea who you were. I had no
Right.
idea who were any of these people. I wanted a good job and I wanted to go to a good company. And I knew that after I
Right.
got out of college. And this one person said, yeah. And I mean, I wasn't making much money. I mean, granted, I was probably making 15, 16 bucks an hour with a college degree and all
But
that.
with full benefits.
No, so
that-
yeah. No,
killed
I'm
it.
the same, but it was like
Yeah, no,
16 bucks an
right.
hour. And I was
the
like,
same
fuck yeah.
way.
But the interesting part about it is like where it's brought us to literally today, right? Like we've had pretty amazing careers. Everybody has ups and downs in their careers.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
like, I fucking hate this. I fucking love this. I hate this. I love this. And you know what I mean? But
I'm leaving. I'm staying. I'm leaving. I'm
yeah,
staying.
you're like, what am I going to do? Do I really want to do this? Do I really want to stay at this company? And so no, if like there's things like that, and it depends on the company. Like,
Well, you don't think about it until something like today happens where he announces retirement, and then we both end
Like,
up
wait the
reflecting back,
fuck a
and we're like,
minute.
"Holy cow!"
if
man-
that one person hadn't taken a chance on me
Right.
or said for you to move,
Right.
none of this shit would have happened.
I
That
mean,
one, which is a pretty incredible kind of moment of realization of
Yes.
like, holy shit,
Right.
Vinny did this
That's very Vinny-esque.
inadvertently for us. And it
Hi, Sarah.
caused this.
Thanks for stopping by
So,
and giving some
you know,
love.
Hey Sarah, how you
have
doing?
a bot, I think.
God damn.
How do you do it? So that way I know how to do it. Oh, block it.
Yeah, I'm going to.
I blocked it right now.
Yeah. Well, no, that blocks it for you.
Oh, how do you? Oh, you have to be administrator.
Yeah,
Administrator?
Yeah, so he should not show up.
So
That bitch.
why do we get bots?
Because we've got a decent following. Oh, we got another one.
Online
All
strips
right.
without
So
closing.
I've already got it. It should
Brown
knock
chicken,
out of
brown
the
cow.
feed. So, but again, it comes down to, like just be mindful of those moments in your life when, and this is kind of, it was like all of a sudden like this introspective moment for me, like
Mhm.
in one, I saw that his post and I was like, holy fuck. Like I've known him my entire life.
I need to
at-
forward you his email
the
that he
company.
sent to those at
right?
work.
And you go like, shit, right? So anyway, it's just, but I'm ultimately grateful to him,
Yeah.
obviously,
Yeah.
that brought you and I together. It brought all of our friends together. Like
right.
nowadays, the vast majority of like friendships are made at work. I mean,
Well,
like
you're
when you
there
hit, especially
so
when you hit
much.
like maybe not straight out of college, right? Sorry, Lloyd. He goes, well, there go the
I
nudes.
love Sarah. I'm on her hall pass list.
Nice. But when you go through it and you say, okay, when you get a little bit older, you get into your early 30s, like the people you hang out with are
Right.
the people you generally work with.
Well, because you're with them so much that you
Unless-
spend all your time with them, and then you're like, "Hey, you want to go have a beer?" Yeah,
Unless
and then
they're
a whole
friends you've had for a long time.
right,
And we move a lot.
right,
Like our friend times, like on a phone call. Like I
Right.
just talked to Brian a little while ago,
right,
and you talked to Steph or you talked to Dina or something like that, right?
right.
So just keep that in mind. Like be kind of, if somebody, I don't want to call it, I didn't even know it was a break. I had no idea, but he was the one person.
Well, I think you sometimes we forget to look back about the bridges we've crossed and all
Yeah.
the things it's brought for us.
Yeah.
It's real easy to look forward sometimes, and they tell you look forward, don't look back, but sometimes you should look back just to have the reminders of the things that have happened in your
And
life.
be
and why.
the person that if you can help somebody,
Yeah.
you never know what the fuck change you're going to make in their life.
Well, and I will tell you for a while, I was part of the recruiting
Bill.
process. I was part of the hiring process. Like I would be the one that people would come in
Mhm.
and interview, and we'd have these questions, and I would be the one to say yay or nay based off of a 30, 40-minute
quick interview.
Yeah. And and you have to, like, you want to be selective, but you also don't want to kick out the people that have the good personality. They may not have all of the qualifications, but they've got that.
I can teach you anything.
Yeah.
Or I can get you schooling on shit.
Right. But you can't teach a
You
personality.
can't teach a personality, right? So
But, yeah.
absolutely. Julia, what's happening? That's all right. No, Julia, we
We had some computer, if it's
We
not a
always have
Greg computer
fucking
issue, it's
computer
not
issues.
it's not a regular show.
It's all good.
It's been a while since you had some computer issues.
The whole goddamn thing reset. So whatever.
and I
so-
sit here while you bitch. I'm like, I'm
She
just
just
gonna read
reads.
my book.
Yep, on her broken ass iPad. So hey, thanks for listening to me go on that little diatribe.
Bill
but
said the Nooners and us are his BFFs.
we appreciate that. And I think since last year, it's like that's how we all become friends, and we've talked on the phones and
Well, we don't necessarily see each other all the time, but when we get those opportunities,
fuck yeah.
like when we hung out with Julia, every time I see her name, I'm thinking of dancing my ass off till 2:00 in the morning in a bar where nobody was
It was
dancing,
just the
but
two
just
of you.
me and her.
Yep.
And we didn't give.
a
fuck.
fine shit.
We were like, we're just going to dance.
Yep.
We're going to dance and dance.
Absolutely. So, hey, go check us out on The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. Thank you guys for letting me just kind of throw that out there to Vinny. We appreciate him.
Yes.
Absolutely. So go check
Give us
us
some
out.
likes. Hit that
Bar
like
is
button.
open. Hit
As
the
Greg says,
thumbs up.
smash that like
Smash that button. The G button. We
The
start calling
bean?
it the G. Smash the bean.
No, because
You
smashing
don't
the
smash
bean
the
is
bean.
called.
You just tickle the bean.
Well,
Tickle the bean.
I mean, some girls like to have it smashed.
Yeesh.
Mm.
Those bitches.
To each
are
their own.
Crazy.
I mean, they probably want to smash stuff back to you.
Do you want to tickle the bean, or do you want to smash the bean? I think you tickle it.
I want
You smash everything else.
to caress.
That I hate that word.
I used it.
That's like moist. The bean is moist. Just said that's aggressive, Beth. Exactly.
Oh, I
Hey,
didn't say I
Go out
want
there,
it
tickle,
smashed
smash, fucking caress. Do whatever you need with the
Like
with the
button.
like bean.
with the like bean.
The like bean. Check out The Bar is Open on Instagram if you're not already out there. If you don't mind,
The
we
mopping glow
appreciate you.
question. What was the mopping glow question?
I don't remember the mop and glow
I
question.
know, I'm looking.
Is that a thing about is that a comment about my bald ass head?
Oh, it's funny. We were just talking about Vinny, and he just mentioned us in a comment, probably off the things that we said.
Well, that's sweet. So, hey, couple more quick shout outs right now. It's the mop and glow. He's talking about my head.
Oh,
Yeah,
shiny.
that's all right. I need powder.
We have some, and I've done it before. We just don't remember to do it consistently.
I don't really give a fuck.
That's probably the problem why we don't
Kind of
remember.
the
to do
benefit
it
of having your own
consistently.
podcast, right?
I mean,
You
it's
do
like I
whatever the
probably
fuck
should
you want.
brush my hair better, but I just actually throw shit in it and scrunch it up and be like, it is what it is.
It's a Wednesday. I've been in fucking 90 hours of meetings this week and last week.
Did you see my to-do list for work?
I don't even know what that means.
It's like 27 lines long.
I don't have time to look
And
at your
11
to-do
of
list.
them have been scratched off in the 3 days. I got a
Kind
new
of
project.
turned on. Nice. Hey, you
Nice.
know what? Hey, real quick, I want to give a big shout out to Javon, and I don't know if he's on here
He
yet. He is? All right, cool. Good. Hey, Javon, man. Thank you so much for having me on your podcast or on your Clubhouse event. That was awesome. We talked for 2.5 hours, man. That dude, we had some great conversations around like kind of current pop culture and current events happening. And then we also talked a lot about like pro wrestling is one of it. I think is one of his passions, obviously, but it would thank you. You took me to task on like what's happening.
And
in
it
the world.
sounded like from downstairs you had a really good time.
It was awesome. Yeah. And then, we talked about we talked about all sorts of stuff, but it was I think it was a little over 2 hours, but go check it out. I think I know it's still out on Clubhouse. Check out Javon's Clubhouse page. If you're not on there, you can find a link. He can send you a link, or I'll send you a link if you're interested. It was really good. Also, excuse me. Sorry. When he gets me the audio file, I'll drop it out to our podcast channel.
Totally.
So we can do it kind of it really was like a Javon's Clubhouse plus the bar is open. So we had a great conversation. It was awesome. Drank a couple beers while I shot the shit with him. Got his perspective, got to know him a little bit more.
Awesome.
And I think that's what's kind of cool. So it's like going out to, looking at Nooner Nation and looking at some of the other podcasts that come out of all of this. It's like, these crossovers things, it's a cool thing.
Yeah.
We all get to hang out, shoot the shit.
It's a community. It's literally a community.
It's a community. So absolutely. Caleb, what's happening, man?
And what I also liked is so I mentioned Julia, but now with Craig's wedding, now I have images. Like when I think of Roombid, I think of his jacket that he wore to the wedding. I immediately picture that jacket along with passing around that fucking
the apple
cider.
pie.
Yeah, the apple pie.
That was good, huh? That shit was so good.
It got me in a little. I mean,
that
yes.
may have been what did Ross in
the
apple pie.
Why?
He got sick after that.
I think he was already getting sick because remember he almost died of a cough attack in the car on the way home.
Right.
I think he was on the cusp of getting sick.
Nobody else get it? I don't know that he's got anything.
Well, because if it's like
because he had acute
things,
bronchitis.
It's not bronchitis isn't a virus; it's a bacteria. That's why when you get bronchitis, typically they don't give you antibiotics because there's no virus to kill.
I'm hoping he's coming back next week. I hope he is.
Hey,
so
sometimes those illnesses can.
Bill said, when I think of Craig's wedding, I think he murdered Ross. He was with us, unless it was like one of those like
it's a
like a
doppelganger?
rushing kind of thing where they poke you in the neck with something and it takes 3 days or 10 days.
Is that for real? Or is that only in the movies?
Or North Korea just dropped dead.
Yeah.
They just have that shit down.
But so yeah, I love these guys.
Yeah. So hey, we appreciate you all. One last shout out is to my buddy Mike.
Oh yeah.
Mike King is currently tomorrow. He'll be running in the Baja 1000.
He's done this before, right?
Did the Baja 500.
Oh, so it's twice as
He's
long.
raced all over.
Is it in California? Is he going to California for it?
No, it's in Baja, Mexico. The
Oh,
Baja Peninsula.
I thought you meant like Baja
Yeah.
California. Because there's Baja California too, isn't there?
Technically Baja, California, but it's technically Mexico.
Okay.
Right? So he's going to be running the full fucking thing, man. So shout out to you, King, dude. Good luck, man. I've heard some crazy ass stories on some of his other races where some of my other best friends he's one of my longest friends I've known.
I remember the last time
forever.
we were at their house in California before they moved. I sat in the car and he put that helmet on me. I was like, oh, I don't know that I could do
He's got
this.
the air pipe going.
And he did
into it.
say it
It's got a
helps.
vacuum,
You got
pulls out everything.
yeah. He's like when it's on, it's a lot more user friendly than when you're just sitting here in a car going, oh my
Suffocating.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So he's gonna be running that bitch tomorrow.
Crazy.
So
Awesome.
they did the
Does he have a team?
yeah, he's got a full team. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty incredible, but I've heard some
Good luck,
pretty
buddy.
gnarly stories about where they've rolled over in the middle of the night, lost all comms, everything goes sideways. Shit can get gnarly out there. So good luck to him. So
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes, definitely.
So all right, let's jump into this shit. So
let's do it.
first story, I gotta find my goddamn phone. I'm telling you, the name of this show, Rock and Roll Outhouse, is literally. I don't know that everybody has to have heard this fucking story by now.
I had not heard it.
Rock band front woman, and you need to.
Now, what is a front woman? Just somebody in the front?
The lead singer?
Okay.
Lead singer. It would be front man or front woman, right?
I just didn't know what that meant.
Pees on man's face.
Oh, dude, a chick did it to a dude. I thought a dude did it to a chick because that's fairly easy.
No. She splat. Yep.
Pissing on a chick pissing on a dude's face requires a lot of
We're gonna get into it.
coordination.
We're gonna get deep into this. So a rock band's
Oh.
lead singer got a little too hardcore during, and that's why I'm like, am I old or is rock and roll really gone? It's not the rock and roll I remember.
Maybe a little bit of both.
I mean, back in my day, it was just Nirvana.
The
blowing their
Osbourne eating heads
and
off the
shit.
bats. Wasn't that something he supposedly did? Pissed on the Alamo.
Yeah.
He's allowed back now, though, I think.
I mean, I'd probably take like Kurt Cobain shooting his face off versus this, honestly. The rock band's lead singer got a little too
I
hardcore
think there's a huge difference
during
in
a
that.
live show, pulling down her pants and taking a major leak on a dude's face.
How was he under her?
Yes. I'm not going to, obviously, for fucking YouTube's sake, I can't share. I can share the link out later for the TMZ.
Do they show it?
You can find video on this.
Oh, that's.
I'm just not sure. This wild incident went down Thursday night, so last Thursday, during a Welcome to Rockville festival at Daytona International Speedway, while Brass Against,
And it's not a small venue. Then
the name of the band is Brass Against, performed to a ton of fanfare and eventually a ton of grossed out spectators. So this is really what happened. So frontwoman Sophia Urethra,
I
Urista,
don't think it's your.
sorry, Urista, was rocking out during her set and
Coochie coo.
performing a cover of Rage Against the Machine's Wake Up when she and the band apparently invited a guy onto the front row to come on and receive a golden shower.
Do you think he knew? Like, did
She
they,
literally, I read another article where she's like, I have to take a piss, right? She's like, I want one of the fucking audience members come up here and I'm going to take a piss. Yeah. And it's not
So
like
she warned him, so it wasn't like he wasn't.
she literally
surprised.
squatted over him.
Oh my lord.
Yeah. Squatted over him.
Ew.
Full
DJ
on.
said that they did show it, so I guess there's somewhere where you can find it.
Okay. Well, you can go Google that. I'm not
That's
putting it on our show.
gross. Did she get in trouble?
No.
It's really weird because you
Because
think
it's
that would
still
been,
fucking rock and
you'd
roll, dude.
think it would be indecent exposure. Like if you whipped out your wiener and peed on some girl, you'd now be a sex offender.
More than likely.
But
Unless it was a 21 and older show. I don't know.
no, probably still considered a sex offender.
So, yeah, no, there's pictures of her ass all over this thing. So, again, it
Same.
says you can go find it. But, so evidently,
Oh, the things that people do.
so it says
Her mom is proud.
unclear exactly if he knew what he was in for, but he seemed more than willing to
I
lie
mean,
down
she
on
clearly
stage.
said she wanted to piss on somebody's face.
Yeah. That thing, as it turned out, was to whiz all over his head and body, and it was captured in graphic detail. With,
Completely agree,
from
Ruben.
folks who were no more than 15 to 20 feet away. So, I'm
I mean,
just
were they
saying,
really like? Do they know for a fact that people were appalled, or are they just guessing because normal people would be appalled? The concert goers may have been like, "Fuck you!"
I don't know.
Rock
Right? No. Come on, man.
It's a little.
Like, I think, like,
Oy.
what was her name? Fergie. Just like,
My
she
legs
had to
already
pee one
lumps
time and she just
in
like
the
wet
back and
herself.
in the front.
Like,
Well, now they have things so you don't have to do that. You can wear
So-
Depends underwear and
so you just be like, hey, motherfucker, I drank too much water. I'll be right back. Just play some shit.
yeah, do a solo. I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
somebody just fucking
I'm
jams
gonna
a
go
solo.
squat
Pop a squat.
pop a squat. Thank you. Over around the stage corner. I'll be right back.
I'm just saying.
Hey
It's
man,
You gotta go like,
I mean, you can't judge, but to each their own. But from a standpoint where I'm like, because ew, I wouldn't. do
Rachi.
it.
Ruben said, talk about rock and roll coochie coo.
That's why I said
You
coochie
said-
coo earlier. Yeah. GG's here.
Yeah, you're out, but you are right. Yeah, hey Gigi, what's going on? DJ's up.
And exposure. is
What I'm
not a
thinking
sex
is,
offense.
yeah, to everybody's point, and I think Jay Vaughn called it.
I
a
was
few
just wondering
people
why you
called
do that, DJ.
Is there's definitely double.
Are we
like,
sure? I
I
thought
couldn't just pull a girl and be like, "Come on up," and just piss
the
in her
golden
face.
shower on you. Yeah, somebody would definitely like. There's definitely a double standard, unfortunately.
Either way, it's fucking gross.
I don't care if you're a boy or a girl. I don't want you pissing on my face.
All right, okay.
I'm not into it. It's
all
not my. It's not my kink.
So, regardless, let me take the gross part out of it. Regardless of if you think it's gross or not,
Okay, I'm gonna try really hard to think it's not gross.
just take that out. Some people are into golden showers.
Yeah,
I
to
guarantee
each
it,
their
right?
own. Oh, absolutely.
Is that a a thing?
What?
Like just pissing on somebody on stage?
I mean, I don't know about on stage.
Like on stage.
I've never heard about it on stage before. I mean, it doesn't mean it hasn't happened, but I've just never heard
That's some R.
of it.
Kelly shit. Javon, you fucking nailed it, bro. That's some R. Kelly shit right there. I don't know. Although this dude was definitely of age. So, I don't know.
I don't know.
Just saying.
Craziest laws by state, part 2.
Part 2. So we got in.
Vaguely.
Do you remember any of this, honey?
We're gonna say 2 fingers worth that I remember.
I gotta find the fucking story. We're gonna just cut to the latter half.
Okay.
So I started this on last Friday.
I vaguely remember.
Oh,
if I had to give you
can
specifics,
we recap Friday?
If I had to give you specifics, I probably would be like,
recap Friday. We had this little bottle of.
Who drank so much of it? Not me. I only had 1 glass. I had 1 glass of Travis's stuff outside and 1 glass of that in here, right?
What do you guys think?
I think I only.
Let's go to the audience.
I thought I only had 1 glass.
You've never seen the replay. See, this is the problem.
I don't
when you don't watch your.
I don't
replay.
like. I don't. All I do is sit
You
there.
definitely had another double.
Did I really?
Oh yeah.
No wonder why.
So this one was
I just
the
remember
highest
sitting
rated.
outside with Celine, and like at 11:30, I was like, "Yep, I'm going to bed."
This was Beth's highest rated at a
Super yummy.
6.9.
It was yummy.
Glenlivet Founders Reserve. Okay, so we go outside. We're having fun, hanging out.
Yeah.
We're hanging out in their the bar in our house is finally
Garage is finally
the garage
fixed.
door is finally fixed. So note to
Need
self.
to go get my car professional.
We're hanging out
washed.
next door, and Beth
Disgusting.
goes, "She just chilling." All of a sudden, she's like,
And I'm done.
"I'm done." She stands up, hugs everybody, and just fucking walks out. And I was like, "All right."
I'll
was
see you
awesome.
later, babe.
So, hey, but nonetheless, we made it through about half of these. So I got to zip ahead. We're just
Okay,
doing,
wait.
these are just for
I have a
fucking fun.
question because Jessica said, I'm not into golden showers, but I like peeing together. Like in the shower or both sitting on the toilet? Exactly, Ruben. I'm like,
Who said this?
Jessica did.
Jess?
Yeah. I never watched myself when on podcast. Me
All right,
neither.
like,
I can't
okay,
handle it.
so I'm thinking like, where are the places where you can pee? We need to figure this shit out.
This just opened up a
This is a
whole
mine of
brand new
fucking
world.
information we need. So the only places I can logically
The ocean,
think
the
of
lake,
where you're out
the river,
someplace, right? Yeah. Or like side by side in a stall. If you're girls.
a unisex
But
stall.
if it's a guy and a girl,
No, they have unisex stalls. I mean, unisex bathrooms. That has both a urinal and a toilet.
that's what I'm thinking. There's not very often a place where you have two like straight up toilets, commodes, the old term, right? So then you go, all right, next step.
Lloyd, please tell me that's not what people really do that.
What?
He said at Ruben's, you pee between their legs while they're sitting on the
That's
can.
what I was just getting
That
at.
is a
I was
lot of
literally
trust.
just thinking that. Like,
It's a lot of trust.
who pees in the tub? Jess, come on. Or I'm using the toilet and he's peeing in the tub.
A ton of people actually pee in the shower. It's not the first time I've heard people say, yeah, I pee when I'm in the shower. It's all water's running anyways. I'm like, okay.
My poor
Or
housekeepers.
I'm using the toilet.
Is that what
he's
you
peeing-
do?
No.
Like my poor housekeepers.
Whatever. Even if you did, the water's running.
Velma's just doesn't know what she's getting into.
Velma.
I don't know her name, so.
It's not Velma. It's Marlene.
Oh, okay. Even better.
Okay, so it's fun to try. So yeah,
Doesn't everybody pee in the shower? No, I don't pee in the
In
shower.
a million years, I would never allow you to pee between my legs while I'm sitting on the toilet.
That's a lot of aim trust.
I
man.
love you.
And you know
I don't
that
trust you
first,
for that.
okay, so you get a little older, that first
Beep.
kickoff, it's like,
Oh no, I didn't.
no, it can go like, psst,
Oh,
you can do a little, psst,
how does that happen when you're holding it and aiming it?
because you never know. Like, there's a little
There's a little.
line on
little
your,
there's,
yeah, you never
okay.
know. And like, and it can
Okay.
get you in the eyeball. Better
like
way wearing your goggles.
Interesting conversation.
Telling you.
One I'd never thought I'd have. But
DJ says pissing in the shower saves 4 gallons of water. I've never thought about
wait,
that.
is it 4 gallons of water every time you flush the toilet?
I don't care. Just, I'm not even drunk, just oversharing. You know what? This is a safe place. I haven't put your
That's why we
Instagram
love
out
you.
there or anything like that.
That's why
I
we
won't do
love
that to
you. That's awesome. All right.
We
so,
appreciate the conversation.
crazy
so let's go
state-
back to crazy state laws
by
real quick.
state.
Indiana, it's illegal to ride a horse above 10 miles an hour. How fucking fast can a horse go?
They can go faster than that.
Can
Ask
they?
Gigi. She could tell you.
Probably. I don't know. In Iowa, you can't throw a brick onto a highway. That's probably not a bad fuck.
That's not a bad.
That's not a stupid law.
Because remember in Phoenix for a while, those people dropping big
Fucking killing
boulders,
people and shit,
yeah,
yeah.
off the bridges.
Kansas tire screechings banned. Bitches. Bunch of bitches.
I wonder if that's. Well, it's not
It's a bunch
banned,
of
but
bitches.
I think you can get a ticket. Okay. Okay. Keep going.
Matthew Chape said, I understand pissing in the sink. Dude, I'm not tall enough. I'd have to get a fucking step stool. There's no pissing in a sink anywhere around me. I'd be standing on Beth's shoulders to be able to do that. Kentucky, a woman cannot marry the same man 4 times. I think we already went over these ones.
Can't marry the same man 4 times.
Yeah, we
Why
went
would
over a few
you?
of these,
I mean,
yeah.
I could
need to
understand
skip
marrying the
ahead.
second time. What is
Yeah,
it? First
We definitely
time,
went over some of these.
shame on me. No, first time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. What's the third and fourth time? I got drunk and didn't know I did it.
Sorry, we're repeating a few of them. I forgot. Okay, there we go. We'll jump ahead. In,
Oh,
in
You got
Oklahoma, tripping
naked HD is back. So go ahead and bot him. I block
When?
him. Bot him. Block him.
Doesn't
Block
show
the.
up here.
That's on mine. Matthew said in Minneapolis. Wow, took a second. It's illegal to own a red truck. That can't be true. Is that really true? Or are you just pulling our leg?
Hang on. Sorry, I'm blocking people. Same time. There we go.
So Matthew
Yay,
said he
Nathan
likes.
hits his back. We're really hitting the fucking wall with this shit.
So Matthew said he likes talking to other people at the urinal lines at crowded bars. I
Just
thought
to
that
fuck
wasn't
with them.
supposed to. You weren't
No, it's
supposed
just to
to.
fuck with people.
Oh, okay. I thought that was like a faux pas.
No. Okay, so we're going down a rabbit hole. So Julie said, okay, real question is, when you wipe, do you sit or stand?
Wait, what?
Like you're a leaner? Is this a
Why
girl
would you
conversation?
stand?
Are you standing up and like going at it?
Don't do any motions. Don't do any like pretend motions. That's just weird.
I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know the answer to that.
Matthew says he stands when he wipes. Okay, hey.
Like when you pee,
This
you
is a
wipe when
great-
you pee, Matthew? Jesus
This is great.
Christ. This is going sideways. This whole show. I love
that's
you guys.
hilarious. All right. So,
Tripping a horse is outlawed in Oklahoma.
okay.
Makes sense.
It's dangerous.
You break a leg.
Dangerous.
Oregon, it's illegal to go hunting in a cemetery, which that doesn't make any sense other than you probably will damage if you fucking miss. You're going to
Well,
shoot
it's
a
also
gravestone.
probably not
Your
super
beehole? Yeah.
respectful.
Oh, they're talking number 2s. So I don't stand
I don't either.
when I wipe the old beehole.
I don't either.
That I think that the act of standing closes everything.
Yes,
up.
I was going to be
That's kinda
like,
what I
it
was thinking.
limits your ability to wipe properly.
Right.
Did I just say those words?
On a podcast, and you're sober. So welcome to
All right.
the real
So,
room.
got any more good laws, or should we move on?
All right. So in Pennsylvania, you're breaking the law if you pay a psychic.
Javon says this stays between the chat. I agree, sir. I
Good
agree.
call. Rhode Island, it's illegal to race a horse on the highway. I'm just looking for the fucking really good one. Okay. Fucking this is just dumb. In South Carolina, you can't play pinball if you're a minor. Why is that a fucking thing?
I don't know. That's weird. Because mostly kids play pinball.
Who? In South Dakota, it's illegal to sleep in a cheese factory.
How did that even start? Did somebody actually get dipped in some cheese?
See, the
when
worst
they were
part
asleep?
about this, it doesn't tell you what the fuck happened.
Yeah, that's the piece that.
Tennessee, it's illegal to share your Netflix password.
Oh, snap.
Bullshit.
People breaking that law left and right, probably.
Yep. In Texas, we'll just end with this one. In Texas, you can't sell a human eye. God damn it.
Dang it. I had a couple I was trying
I
to,
had
like,
this homeless guy
sell
out back,
off.
and I was like, I plucked his eyeballs out.
I just was hoping
I was
that
organ harvesting him.
gonna, raise
Like,
some
here's a sandwich. Can I
raise
have
some
your
fun
eyeball?
money with selling off the eyeballs that we had. Damn it, Jim.
Just fun money. Isn't that what they call funny money? Little pocket change.
Little pocket change.
That's what I was looking for. Hey, Go out to Modern Mountaineer and pick up a shirt. Get a shirt.
Do it.
The bar is open.
Do it.
Shirts are out there. Please go out and support.
Please.
Not just us, but Bill Schofield's
Yes.
Modern Mountaineer. So you're hitting 2 small businesses with one.
And there's a surprise on
The
the back.
surprise on the back that was
was
designed by
by Julia.
Julia. I think you guys would appreciate it. Shirts are like $25, something like that.
I have no
25 bucks.
idea. I just
Depends
bought
on the
one.
size, I think. That you get. So if you need like a really big one,
A little bit more.
a little bit more, smaller one, whatever, check it out. We have men's and women's, which is good. So that was a big deal for Beth when we were kind of going through this and looking at them. But check it out, modernmountaineer.com. I've also posted out, and you can just kind of go to the like the swag, whatever. There's a couple links on the
Swag.
left. Scroll down, you'll find ours right there. The bar
Cool.
is open with Beth and Greg. Give us a little
Love.
love.
Some advertisement.
Absolutely. Walking advertisement. You
Do
guys
it,
can
do
be
it.
our walking billboards. We'd appreciate it. So cool.
All right.
All right. What do we got?
Sex on the beach.
All right.
How
This
much
one
too
is
much?
interesting. So, all right. We've never had this isn't the drink.
Okay. I
This
don't
is-
want to have sex on the beach. You get sand in your vagina.
I was going to say that. Like, we've never had sex on a beach because we know the ramifications from it.
Right.
There's literally ramifications if you ever had sex on the beach. Like, you can wear all sorts of parts out prematurely.
Huh?
You wear all sorts of parts out
Oh, yeah.
prematurely. Like, you don't want to get sand
It's
up in there.
basically sanding.
Yeah, you don't want to have ocean sex. You don't want to have.
Well, ocean sex, you're like, there's weird things.
You
in
can
the
have like ocean making out, but don't insert anything anywhere that you don't want something bad happening to. Right? Sand is not your
You
friend.
end up like my friend who got sepsis from a UTI.
Did they do it in the ocean?
No, they didn't do it in
Jesus
the
Christ.
ocean. She just got sepsis from a UTI, but I'm sure you probably increase your chances of getting a
Right.
UTI.
So this is tourists having sex in the dunes. In dunes is ruining a Spanish beach. So over tourism is what they're calling this. Is regularly blamed for choking historic. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I've read that sideways. Over tourism is regularly blamed for choking historic cities, covering world famous sites in trash and killing local life in tourist hotspots. Now, tourists having sex is said to be behind the gradual destruction of a beach and nature reserve in Europe.
Excuse me.
So there's this particular place that I'll try and say it, the Dunas de Maspalomas
Maspalomas.
Special Nature Reserve on a Spanish island in Gran Canaria. Jesus Christ, I'm never saying that again. Is known for wild sand dunes rippling out behind its lighthouse. So anyway, getting the long story fucking short, too many people are out there under the fucking stars fucking.
Getting
They're just, yeah, sand, sun,
a
sex,
little
with
romantic.
strangers.
Oh, geez, no romance.
The
whatsoever.
5 S's characterizing cruising activity and its environmental impacts on the protected coastal dune field. Looks for the first time at the environmental impact of coastal reserve being used as a cruising area. So evidently cruising area is like where you're just hooking up.
Interesting. It's basically a beach meat market.
Researchers inventoried 298 sex spots. That's a thing. On the
Yeah, I
beach.
don't even wonder what they found in that sand.
Jesus Christ. I think that might be the problem. They just find like rubbers everywhere and lube everywhere, and it's just fucking with like the sea turtles.
Well, they leave those rubbers out.
Rekindling the romance. Maybe. I don't know, man. Dude, again, I don't give a fuck what kind of blanket you bring to the beach.
No.
That bitch
Sand gets on
getting
everything and
covered.
everywhere.
is right. So tourists trample over the vegetation, remove plants
I could see
plants
that.
and sand, making their own nests. I fucking hate- This is a CNN article. Even fencing them off and dumping waste, including cigarettes, condoms, toilet papers, wipes, and cans. Oh, at least they're cleaning up afterwards.
physically. They're
Like
cleaning
themselves.
themselves up.
Yeah.
All right. But hence the wipes.
Not their HIV, but they're cleaning themselves.
no,
They,
they're not getting HIV. They're using rubbers, hence the rubber trash.
37% of the time. They also use dunes as a toilet which researchers find urination. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, so I'm going to connect this back to my homeland of Hampton
Hampshire?
Beach, New
Okay.
Hampshire. I brought you, now we have the dunes down towards kind of like the end of the beach.
Mhm.
Never had sex on them. Never wanted to have sex on them.
Right.
Grew up at the
Sorry, there's
beach.
something in my eye.
You have a hair in your eye?
I have no idea.
Grew
We're
up
gonna
at the
ignore it.
beach. Always knew better.
Well, because people who grow up on the beach know that sand sucks.
Aren't these
Like-
people kind of from near a beach, or you think these
no,
are like
these are
people from like
vacationers, they said.
these like people from like Rome,
Ohio.
Ohio, just
They don't have
cruising
any.
this
They don't have any beaches around
random
them.
beach in
They're
fucking
just
Spain.
They're just like, let's go to Spain and have sex on a beach because we ain't got none of that here.
I don't know. I'm just saying, you can get one.
Ugh. So we're gonna totally turn from sex talk.
We're gonna get into real talk now. This is like economy stuff.
This is fun. Well,
It's not fun.
it's funny. I just because it's like okay,
Fuck Joe Biden shit.
so it is,
Joe
but
Biden did this.
this is inflation has definitely gone up in the last 5 months, especially.
You think?
I think, yeah, we talked about the grocery prices. But as we are getting back to a normal society and people are, there's millions expected to travel this holiday season. And they wondered how raising gas prices was going to play a role in that, because if you guys don't know this, so, the highest single rate increase since 2005 and a 13% increase compared to last year has happened in 2021. Highest single year increase since 2005.
So
And a
we're talking
13%,
16 years. Yeah.
13% increase over the same time last year. I was looking at gas. I'm trying to remember when I saw it, and I was like, "Oh my Lord!" And of course, my gas light came on today, so I've got to guess that. But they do still say that 90% of travelers will be on the road still, regardless of how expensive the gas is. So I guess the national average right now, granted, this is as we get closer to Thanksgiving, it's probably going to go up, but it's $3.41 a gallon is the national average.
What's it here? Do you think?
$2.89.
Did you look it up?
Nah, I'm guessing.
What are
that's
you
I
guys
saw.
getting hit with? And I imagine like California's getting hit probably the heaviest.
Always.
But when you look at, we've talked about the grocery thing, like here, like we eat the same shit every week. Granted, I buy beers and I do stuff like that, right? But I'm pulling up gas, buddy.
278. That's what I'm doing too. 279, 280.
You kind of go back and you're like,
289 at HEB.
all right, so at what point, now I got something in my fucking eye. Would you send
I
it to
jinxed
me?
you.
359 for 87 in your area,
Shell is always
419.
expensive. 309.
Yeah. So you go like, okay, Texas.
So
We were really low. We were
We were
dollar
really-
67, something like that. Dollar. I think I saw $1.59 a couple times
how much is it
about a year and a half ago, something like that. And then you hear the summer surge, and then we started kind of peaking up a little bit. But it's almost $5 in LA is what Gigi said. Yeah, so
Wow.
exactly. But we knew, I mean, if any particular area is going to be hit, it's going to be LA.
Even Costco is expensive.
420-ish is what Jess saying. Yeah, it just depends, right? And it depends on what your area. Like I said, we're still $2.89 or $3. So what my truck took, I've got a F-150. I've got the big ass tank on it because we have a travel trailer. It was $60, $65 probably a year and a half ago, and now it tops like
80 something.
$100.
Oh, $100.
Like it'll
now.
hit $100.
I'm glad I'm not with you when you guess
So, you
that.
know,
Would
it's
send
kind of like,
that would send my DFO
yeah.
thoughts way.
But over the
out of
holidays, you know,
276
like
at
because
Costco.
travel goes up.
Yeah.
Right. Because of the
Travel volumes are
Thanksgiving.
expected to be within 5% of the pre-COVID pandemic levels. So they're thinking we're nearly back
We're
to where
basically
we were.
back to
yeah.
equal for
Um,
travel. So
Let's see.
what's
It
gonna
says
happen?
in the district, the average gallon was $3.62 in Maryland, $3.37 in Virginia, $3.28.
Nailed it, DJ.
It's, I mean, here's the problem though. You can't, if you can, you've got to not let it stop you from going to see your family, because I feel like this is the first holiday season probably in 2 years that people are super excited to go see. Like my boss's parent family is coming from Virginia. Like her whole family is coming coming from Virginia. And it's the first time that they'll all be together in 2 years, like
Right.
for a holiday
Yeah.
season. So I'm glad that people aren't letting it
Deter them from
deter
going
them.
out
Thank
and
you,
hang
couldn't
out.
think of the
yeah,
word.
and
But I mean,
enjoying family.
so much nicer when it was $1.69.
Fuck yeah,
and
man.
It took
I mean,
me
it- 'cause-
$25 to
so-
gas up my tank, and
all
now it takes me like 45.
And you have a small ass tank on that.
Granted,
your
I
car.
have to use a level. I don't use regular. I use the mid.
It's a sports car. So yeah. I mean, if you drove a Porsche or something, or you had whatever.
Although if gas keeps going up, it's going to get the basic. Gas is so good. It's 89 to 91.
Yeah,
Really,
it's higher. It's a little bit higher octane here.
it's like there's
Excuse me.
2-point difference.
I think Phoenix was 87. It's just
Phoenix
as
was
hot.
87 and
89, 93, 91. Anyway, doesn't matter. We're not going to debate that. But Beth only has 3,000 miles on her car, and she's driven it for a year.
Not even 3,000 miles yet.
She's had it for a year.
I think
so.
I have like 2,700.
I was thinking a little inject. What do you think about making a little side cash using your car?
No,
Let's
there's a
get the-
reason
Let's get
why.
the miles up.
No,
Let's Uber
Nope.
that bitch.
nope.
It's Uber.
No,
Come on, man.
negative.
You don't like making money.
Here's the thing. The problem with that is you're not going to make enough money to offset the gas prices right now. With
yeah,
all-
oh yeah. Well, I'll drive that motherfucker into the ground.
It's not yours. How about you drive yours? Chanel is a princess.
Just like you, my lady.
Princess bitch.
What the fuck do you think you're talking about? It's not two. It's about. You're talking
Two.
about yourself. Yeah, you're a princess.
Nope.
My lady.
Anyways. So sticking on the Thanksgiving theme, knowing that it's only, can you guys believe a week away?
Thanksgiving's 1 week. You guys got your turkeys?
This is how I talk about Thanksgiving. It's 6 hours of preparing over in 30 minutes.
That's every year.
I know.
No, but it's about the party leading up to it, right? Like it's about hanging out and then you fucking gorge yourself for
Right?
37 seconds and then you can't.
And then
eat
you have
it.
all the leftovers too.
But this
which
year we're
is
only gonna be
amazing.
with like your brother,
It's gonna be 5 of
brother,
us.
your sister-in-law,
Yeah, nope,
and then your
none of the
dad.
kids are
So it'll
coming
be
down.
5 of us, and then we're gonna we'll eat a bunch, we'll drink a bunch, we'll come back to the house, we'll probably have like a garage party with the neighbors and stuff.
It
like that. Just
depends
hang
on
out,
who's here and who's
drink
out of town.
beers.
But they're saying
I'll be in the garage having a party, so if anybody's in San Antonio, you want to stop by, come on over.
they're saying don't wait too long to get your food.
No, it's too fucking late now. It's all
Well,
gone.
no, because a lot of people wait till the week. Like, I need to probably get my A game on and start getting all the shit I
Night,
need
Steph.
for
Have a good night. Thanks for joining in.
night, Steph. I need to get all the shit because we're not doing.
What are we doing?
We're taking over the desserts and the appetizers.
Piece of cake.
Totally piece of cake. But
HEB's right down the store.
I think this
Dude, they do
weekend.
everything.
I think
there.
this weekend we need to go hit it up and get stuff that we
We'll
need.
just get a cake. Literally a piece.
I'm gonna get a cake. I'm gonna make you. You don't want to Oogie pumpkin?
Oh yes, I want those too.
Yeah. You think my dad wants pumpkin pie?
No,
Absolutely.
you can have a piece of
Do I want?
pumpkin
Do I
bars.
want chocolate pecan pie? Yeah, I make it once a year. Even though I'm the only, well, my sister-in-law and brother eat it, but
DJ said, and hey, cheers to you, man. This is the last year I have to spend Thanksgiving with my ex since my kid will be 18 next year. I'm so thankful for that. Cheers to that, man.
cheers.
Hey, you know what?
But
Cheers,
let me
cheers.
just give you some numbers. Let's see.
I need to get some new chairs up here, man.
Yeah, I don't like
This
these.
thing is like fucking, I can hear it. It sounds like the San Andreas fault. It is just creaking underneath my ass. Fairly certain I'm going to break everything.
So we
down.
know we have higher prices. We know we have shortage because of the backup.
Oh,
the
because
West
of
Coast.
China.
Yeah.
I don't think that
Um,
has anything to do with
The
getting us-
shortages
turkey.
come as more people are planning to host friends and family.
Okay.
Instacart Harris poll found that 1 in 3 adults, which is 37%, plan to having 10 or more people over Thanksgiving this year.
How many people do you guys think you'll have or be hanging out with? Like us is just 5 because all the nieces and nephews moved out. It's not like we're
Well, they're in other states, so
Yeah, they
they're
just
a lot of
everybody's
and they
moved.
pick which holiday, and they will always want to come home for Christmas.
Right.
So
Right. So like us, it's not anything particular. Like we're not trying to limit it. Just
No.
how it is. Yeah.
how
many guys- What do you guys think? You guys gonna have like 10 people, 3 people, 4
So
people?
turkey's not the only staple running short.
Cranberries, I heard.
Cranberries are out of stock. There's
God damn it.
20% out of stock.
0. Keep on.
Yams and sweet potatoes are less abundant than they were last year. And if you're planning on getting frozen pie, I guess apparently everybody's doing that. So you're gonna have a really hard time finding.
Is that
like,
because
pumpkin pie?
you don't want to make it?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, so we put pumpkin in our dog's food every.
Well, you
meal.
can't even get the generic pumpkin right now. You
Right,
have
so
to
like,
get the.
what is it? Pumpkin puree,
Yeah, I don't know. It's like Libby's or somebody's.
which is the shit you
Pure
make pumpkin.
It's pure
Pure
pumpkin.
pumpkin, but it's the shit you make out of it. And it last year it was like super expensive.
No, last year. No, not last year. This summer it was
There
expensive.
you go, Matthew.
It was expensive this summer or last spring.
Matthew, do I call you Matt or Matthew? Need to make sure, like, it's Greg. It's not Gregory, it's Greg.
That's a lot of people.
Just saying.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people. That's about average.
Yeah.
Pumpkin is back to being expensive again, especially because you can't get like
And
it's
you know it's gonna be-
$2.89.
So Beth gets extra stuff.
I get
every
extra
time.
stuff. So we have stuff. I already got pumpkin for the pumpkin squares and the the pumpkin pie. I need to go get some pie crust, that kind of shit. But so yeah, so also
He's smoking ribs and pork shoulder. So no, I can't. That's a good
Ooh.
Matthew.
Oh, yum.
So no,
I'm
that's
starving.
a good one too. Yeah, absolutely.
So they do say there's a healthy supply of stovetop stuffing, which I always get Pepperidge Farm, but if they only had stovetop, I would. Do you guys is it stuffing? Do you eat stuffing or do you eat dressing? Because they're totally different. Stuffing
they?
stuffing goes in the bird, stuffed the bird with stuffing, and dressing is the stuff you make in a pan and stick in the oven. We have both usually.
I don't know. You throw gravy over it, and it
Yeah.
all tastes fucking wonderful. So thanks,
Yeah.
Matt. All right, he goes by Matt.
Okay.
All right, cool. Good one. Thank you, Matt.
So, don't wait too long if you haven't. But here's what's funny. So, we're going to have 5 people and we got a 20-pound turkey so that we can all have turkey leftovers.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I need to remember to ask her if they got buns though. Rolls. If she got some rolls. Sometimes she makes them. Depends on how she's feeling. Sometimes she makes them. And then if she has leftover dough, remember she rolled it up and we made those homemade cinnamon rolls. Oh my gosh, they were so good. Don't you remember those?
No.
Oh, yeah, we ate them and both of us were like,
What the fuck?
we need to do this
Is
every
that 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's why I don't remember. I was
Yeah.
really drunk.
No,
I've been drunk the entire
no. We had it for breakfast one day later that week. You weren't drunk at that point.
It's arguable.
You weren't.
Hey, can we jump on to Hiker Lost on the U.S.? You got any more on that
Nope,
one?
You jump whatever
All
you
right.
want.
Hiker lost on U.S. mountain. Ignored calls from rescuers because he didn't recognize the phone number. Repeated attempts to contact the man missing on Mount Elbert for more than 24 hours went unanswered. The man who, okay, so this is note to not be a dumb shit person.
Well, we don't answer, but we're not also in a
If you are
life-threatening. We're not in a
lost-
life-threatening situation when
You're
I
lost.
ignore a call.
And somebody's calling you repeatedly
And it's the same number.
and you know you're fucking lost.
Yeah.
Don't try and save
Answer.
your battery.
Because even if you get
I don't give a shit.
even if
it's a
you
dude
get
from-
if it's a
Pakistan.
sales guy, you'd be like, can you please call 911?
It's called 911. My phone isn't working. You're the first fucking signal.
I'm
I get.
lost.
Right.
And I might die.
A man who became lost for 24 hours while hiking Colorado's highest mountain. And we lived in Colorado. Like, they're
20
14,000
26 degrees there
plus
today.
foot
No, thank you.
peaks. You don't fuck around up there.
No.
Like, lightning storm comes in, snowstorm comes, shit can happen quick.
Yeah.
Even
In July.
July.
Yeah.
When we moved there, it was fucking snowing on Pikes Peak in June.
Yeah.
We got hit by a like a fucking, was it snow?
Yeah.
Flurries in June.
Yeah. At the top of the mountain, not
Top
the
of the mountain, that's what it was. And then we got hit by a hailstorm
at the bottom.
where we were looking for a house. And we were like, what in the fuck are we moving into?
I know. I remember thinking, what have I done to us?
Yeah, you did. It was all your, no. The man who became lost for 24 hours hiking on Colorado's highest peak ignored repeated calls from rescue teams because they came from an unknown number. Hiker was reported missing around 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. in October and failed to return. Repeated attempts to contact the man went through calls, texts, voicemails, and all of it was ignored. 5 rescue team members were deployed at around 10 p.m. High probability areas, so like certain areas where you're gonna probably come off trail.
Right.
Shit like
They're
that
used to it.
happens
They
on
know
a
where to look.
regular
Right.
basis, right? You just kind of go like, what in the fuck is wrong with it? The second team was sent out at 7 a.m. the next day, searched areas people typically lose the trail. Hiker told authorities. All right, so hang on a second. So typically lose trail only to discover the man had returned to his place of lodging around 9:30 in the morning.
What?
He self-rescued. He found the trail.
Oh. Well, hey.
The hiker told authorities he had lost his way around nightfall and bounced around on the different trails trying to locate a proper trailhead before finally reaching his car the next morning about 24 hours later. So evidently he had some water and he wasn't dying. Notable takeaway is answer the fucking phone.
Yeah, you could have done
he didn't
it.
die.
You could have gotten
Right?
rescued
But
a lot sooner.
But if there's other people that need rescuing and stuff like that, these are
Keeping
two
them.
teams that
Yeah.
are keeping away from trying to find
Huh.
your dumbass. So nonetheless, it's just a common sense thing. Like your phone's ringing, and you're like, why does this spam keep calling me? If it says straight up spam, that's one thing. If it's like reverse 911 call,
Right.
Sheriff's Department,
Or just if you're lost, answer the phone.
Freedom Cow,
Freedom Cow. So did you guys hear about the guy, the cow in, where was he? In Brazil. He was.
Nobody's heard about this at all.
He was at a slaughterhouse, and he escaped.
A cow did. Another guy. A cow. Cow escaped.
Cow escaped and made a beeline for a resort and decided he wanted to go for a swim.
Did they kill this cow?
No, they didn't kill it, but he did get to ride the water slide.
No shit, really?
Yeah, I'll show you the video in a second.
How did he get on the water slide? He hiked up the stairs.
Dude,
Did he slide down the slide?
Ish. I'll show you the video in a second.
All right.
But there's one point where he looks like he's like, what the hell have I got myself into? So following a daring escape, the farm animal made its way to the resort pool and climbed up onto the top of the water slide. According to the person who took a video, the amusing animal then slowly slid down the slide because cows just want to have fun. They did catch him a little bit later, and the family that owns the slaughterhouse decided they were going to keep him
As a pet?
as a pet.
Nice.
They're going to keep him. And they have named him Tobaga, which is Portuguese for slide. No, Tobaga.
Tobaga.
Okay. Tobaga, something like that, which is Portuguese for slide. And he will now live out his life as a pet at a cattle ranch.
What's up, dude?
So,
Tobaga.
So this slide was only slated to hold like 450 pounds, but it stayed upright for this.
Is it just like a basic ass bitch pool slide?
No, I'm
That
going to
would
show
be
you.
hilarious.
I know it would be funny.
Like just a little
the one you see in
aluminum, like 14 stairs and this big ass
the
cow.
blue ones that go into
Yeah.
people's pools. No. You have it on?
Right now. Oh, this cow is straight up.
And he loses his balance. And
It's like almost like he pushed off.
Right, but then he falls again, and he's like, "I'm over this
fuck.
shit."
How the hell did the cow get in there? It must have walked
The
all
guy
over
filming,
stairs.
the guy filming goes. He's like trying to get him to move, and he's like, the cow's like, "Screw this shit. This is too much
He's just
work."
like, I'm gonna. This is part of the first
And
conversation.
then he comes around, and the cow's looking at him like,
He's like, I'm just gonna pee in the shower.
How do I get myself out of this?"
How much?
So yeah, the cow had the time of his life, and he's now not going to die.
And now
because
he's
of
not
this.
dead.
He's going to be a pet, and his name is going to be Slide in Portuguese.
It's gonna be dinner when they run out of.
When they can't get any
when
meat.
they run out of number 1422.
So I thought it was funny. I heard about this on the radio, and I was like, I gotta find this shit. This is too funny.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Matt. Appreciate that. All right. So I'm going to jump ahead real quick, and we're going to do a couple sponsors. Real quick, get these knocked out. I think this is a good time. So first one
Yeah, we're starting to
is, what's that?
we're starting to go a little long,
Yeah, that's fine. We always go long, honey.
but we started late,
Damn
and
it.
I'm hungry AF.
God damn it.
Feed me, Maurice.
Got to find the right goddamn link here. There we go. Relax Standard brand. So these guys are right here
These guys. Ow,
So-
did you hear my jaw pop?
over here.
Holy crap.
So we've got the beard clay and we've got the beard oil now. I used both of these tonight. I hadn't used any beard clay or beard oil like all
It
day.
was crazy all day
And
today.
it was dry. And I
It was
kind of
dry and
intentionally did it. And I had meetings all day. And I was like, I don't give a fuck. But no, my beard feels way better. And I did it right before I went on air, before my
I was in there
computer
with
had a
you.
goddamn meltdown and all that stuff. And it literally makes your skin and your beard
Quit
feel
pushing
better.
it forward.
I know. I'm just trying to. It's just, hey,
Hey,
be nice.
no.
But you can go out to Relax Standard on Instagram. You'll find their link out there to the website. If you go to Vainglory, so it's VAIN Glory, VAIN
GLORY.
Yep. .com. You'll get to them as well. They're developed and used by U.S. Special Forces. Relax Standard provides the highest quality beard products available, period. They're a veteran-owned company. They've extended our deal, so you can get 20% off by using the discount code Bar is open. Bar is open. 20% off. They ship really quick.
Mhm.
I think I get it within, it's not like 2 days, but it's like 4, 5, 6 days.
Yeah, I was gonna say 4.
Something like that, which is pretty quick.
Yeah.
But you get
Through
20%
November?
off through the end of the month. We'll work on that as well, because these are definitely stocking
stuffer. Yeah.
worthy kind of things, right? So if you've got a
Or
husband
even
or
like you
boyfriend
could do
or
a
brother,
you could do a little combo package and make it a gift. Get some oil
Yeah.
and some wax.
Yep. Use the 20% all at once, right? And get it out. And I don't think there's it's not like it's a one-time use.
No.
They're giving us
Yeah.
multiple time uses, because I had some other oil and then I got the beard wax, which is basically like, let me turn this off real quick. It's basically kind of like a wax clay. They call it their clay, but it's kind of like, it's super soft. It's awesome. It smells good. Check it out. Go check
I
them
like
out
it.
at, again, relaxstandard.com or on Instagram and Facebook as well. So
Mhm.
check those guys out. Second one, My Family Seasoning. I'm pumped to try I really want to try your wild game seasoning.
When we eventually get the deer.
We have a place right behind us that what do you call them?
Processes.
A processing place.
Yeah.
I'm new to Texas, kind of.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
You're learning.
I'm learning the Texas ways.
We're getting you there.
You bring your deer, you bring it over there,
I think
you
that's
kill
where
it.
you do most
you got it,
states. You have
and
to
you bring
take
it
it to
there.
a process.
No, a lot of like real men can just do that shit themselves. They get the
Oh.
grinder out. I ain't got time for that shit.
Nor would I allow you to do that at my house.
Right?
Ew.
I need all those stainless steel. Like I watch a lot of the
Hunting shows on Netflix.
Meat Eater and those ones. I try. Can't do it. Don't have time. But My Family Seasoning, they're close family members. Not family members, but close as
They're
family friends.
They're family.
Family friends, right? My best friend and his wife, Brian and Allison, managing the My Family Seasoning. It's owned by her mother, Christine Quinn. They've got stuff for wild game. That's one I really want to
Seafood,
try. They've
chicken.
got the meatloaf. They've got the fucking hamburger.
That's
They've
the one
got
I want to try.
the hamburger.
Mm-hmm.
We'll try it out. And then they've got the prime rib, which we've absolutely done. So you can use
Okay.
the code Good Gravy. Gravy. Say it.
Good gravy.
There you go. We were literally on the phone with Brian earlier, and you actually said that to him.
I did. Well, I came out saying, "What the good gravy is going on out here?" Because you're driving. the
No,
dog
and then
too
you were
much.
talking to him later on, and you're like, "Oh, good gravy." I'm like, Jesus Christ,
Did
is
I
that
really?
part of like it is part of Beth's like normal
My vernacular.
lexicon? Yeah. So 20% off with those guys. They can do smaller packages. They can do bigger packages. You can get individual ones. Try them out. Go out and give them a shot. I think
They're
I think you guys
delicious.
will really like it.
Yeah.
Chuck said he's got your gravy, honey,
That's scary.
which is disgusting. And I might block him or mute him, just like the
Nah.
porn one.
Not my chuckles.
No,
No.
you don't want me to block Chuck? All right. So
All right.
go check him out, though. Both great companies, great group of people to be a part of. So, all right.
So, accident. Let's talk. Let's do that one on Wednesday.
Which one?
The accidental Thanksgiving friendship, because that'll be come right before.
Yeah, that's kind of a good one for
Yeah.
once. Or for Friday.
Didn't we already talk about who the sexiest man alive is?
Probably.
yeah.
So let's jump into entertainment real
Let's
quick.
do it. Let's
So
do it.
we watched on Netflix
Nope. What are you talking about? Which one?
League of Legends.
Huh?
League of Legends. Oh,
I
no.
didn't watch it. You.
Oh, I'm
watched it.
sorry. So I'm sorry. I got it backwards.
Yeah.
If you guys, so this is on Netflix. I'm not into comic book stuff. Like, what do you call
Graphic
those?
novels
Graphic novels, like
turned to movies.
turned to. It's kind of like, so I played Call of Duty a long time ago. I have a couple Call of Duty games. I've got a
Right.
PlayStation over there.
Yeah.
That I haven't touched in
I
like
touch it.
probably 5
I
years.
play.
Some people don't have time for just
Oh,
like
please.
relaxing.
Yeah, you have time. You just choose to do other things with it.
Exactly. Productive.
It's usually standing outside in the garage, not being productive.
I'm learning,
Okay.
doing stuff. But this what do you call it? Miniseries, series, whatever it is. It's called Arcane.
Yeah.
And it's,
You said you thought I would even like it.
dude, I think you would. Arcane, if you're into kind of like what the fuck did I call it? Steampunk, kind of like shoot 'em up,
Themed.
comic book kinds of shit. Go check this out. I was like, I just happened to click on it at the gym, and I was just on the fucking machine getting my cardio in.
Which is so weird that you watch stuff while you do cardio.
I can't listen to
need
music.
bass.
I don't listen to music.
I need thumping bass.
When
I
I'm
need
just
some
like
dance
going
music.
for an hour plus, I just
Nope.
need
Well,
like.
first of all, I would
something to take my
never do
fucking
cardio for just a
brain off of it.
fucking hour to start off with.
Gotta put in the time to
Okay.
get these abs. You're like, what abs? I'm like, exactly. I'm working on them. But nonetheless,
So you liked it.
it's really cool. The graphics on it.
And they said
the
they were about 40 minutes
storyline,
each.
They're like 40 minutes
And you
each.
finished the first season already, correct?
There's only 6 of them, and they're releasing 3 more this November 20th.
so they're releasing them in
check
small
it out.
batches.
It's called, dude, if you're into like graphic novel or graphic comic book kind of things, I'm trying to think. I can't think of the name of the one that it reminded of that, but I was a little
Avon
kid.
Flux.
Aeon Flux.
Aeon Flux. Thank you. I said
It was
Avon.
Aeon Flux. Yeah, like, but that was
I nailed that one, didn't
literally
I?
like years ago when I remember seeing that. So check it out.
And I was
It's
on
worth it.
MTV,
I
isn't that
think
funny?
you've got
So
some
the
time at night.
Other thing we watched was I went
Jess,
and
it's great for you. You got to do more than an hour of cardio. You do
God,
multiple
Jessica, I'm
hours
with
of
you.
cardio.
nope.
That's why
The
you
other one,
drink beer so you can power through it.
nope. So the other one, I went and did a little Disney
Mhm.
homework to see what was out there. And
Oh yeah.
if you have Disney Plus, you can now see 10 Rings and Black Widow on there. And we watched 10 Rings,
It's pretty fucking
which
good.
was really good. I
Yeah.
didn't think I was
I
by
had
the just
no
the
expectations
previews.
of it.
I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. And
Yeah.
it turned out to be really good.
Yep.
And of course, in true Marvel style, they definitely left it with a cliffhanger, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It rolls into the next one because it's feeding in. But I didn't know. It was interesting at the beginning because it started out and Beth's having hearing issues.
No,
evidently. So let me tell the story.
No, because you make up your own bullshit to what's really happening in my head. You make up your own narrative for what you want it to be when I know why I'm doing
So
it.
I go out of town
You can go out of town.
last week.
It has not been on for a week. I turned it on this weekend.
Where was I?
Not watching TV with me.
Then why the hell did you have closed captions on?
Because the guy had an accent and I had to rewind it 5 times and still couldn't understand what he said. And I was like, F this BS. I'm turning on the closed caption
How
so I
bad
can
was the
understand his
accent?
Irish accent. It was pretty fucking thick.
Was it that or you're having?
No, it
hearing-
was. Okay, so here's what I'm going to tell you. I thought that at first. And
I'm
I turned that.
not down.
I
I'm
turned
not.
that bitch up to like level 12, which is so loud that the dogs were like, "Holy hell, mom!" And I was like, I still can't understand the words coming out of his mouth.
So
Closed
what we're
caption.
saying is we need to go get your ears.
Oh,
checked.
we've already known that, but that's not the reason why.
Okay.
And now I'm just kind of like, oh, I could just read it before it even comes out of their mouth, and I can just pay attention to what's on the screen and not.
So
what's
then we
happening
get
on
into the
screen.
movie, The 10 Rings.
So we get into the movie, The 10 Rings, and they're
The first 10
speaking
minutes is
Japanese,
Chinese.
or Chinese. They're speaking in
Mandarin
Asian
or something like
language.
that.
They're speaking in Asian language, and I'm like, did we select the Asian language one, or do I need to go in there and change?
She almost changed her mind on watching the whole
Oh,
goddamn
I
thing
almost did.
because she would have had to read the whole
whole
fucking thing.
thing. So it was
And her
funny.
attention span's that of a fucking goldfish.
I either watch or I read. I can't, I can listen and I don't know, understand why on certain things I can do it, but like action movies, I can't because I'm too busy like checking out the action. Anyways, it turned out to be really good. It's a fun
Julie
movie.
said her husband puts captions and everything. It depends, man. It's like hey, it's just if we need to get your ears
We
checked.
absolutely do. I don't know that would have helped.
What if I get those little funnels and we just like angle them towards?
So you're going to be from like Wild Wild West where that guy had
yeah.
funnel
We get
in
the
his
big.
ear. He only had it in one. He just had the little speaker from
What?
yeah, no.
What do you think?
He was a bad guy. He wasn't old.
Kind of like your dad.
We
and
do
your-
need to get
both
my
your
ears
brothers.
checked, but that's
What?
not the reason why. So I'm gonna start with my feel good.
Okay, what's your feel good?
Hallmark Channel, baby. I found out on Sunday that the Hallmark Channel is on YouTube TV, which I had not selected it, so it wasn't showing up for me.
Fuck.
It has been
And
on
I fixed it.
every night since
Get home from jujitsu last night. I'm like,
it didn't turn it on Monday because I forgot that I had
but
it.
I just will roll in and I'm like doing my shit,
Yesterday and
getting
today.
stuff going, whatever.
And what did I tell
I
you?
looked over and I was like, fuck.
It's just in time for all the rerun of all the old holiday movies that I've missed over the last 2 years because I haven't had Hallmark Channel in a while. DVR is loading up, dude.
I fucking hate that channel.
Love it.
All right.
It's like my
so-
books, but without the sex part. So then when the commercials are on, I read my books with the sex part.
Just
So I'm getting both. I'm just
so really
love
what
is in,
you want.
love is in the air.
Why don't you just start watching porn?
Who says I don't? But there's no story in free porn. It's just the sex.
I'm like 50 Shades of Grey Christmas. Or 50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades of Candy Canes.
No,
And it's just like they're
they're
instead
romance
of what's
novels
her
like
name,
that.
Dakota, what's her name, being all fucking in black. She's just got like
She's not in all
candy
black.
striper.
But I do have my holiday reads that starting Thanksgiving, probably next week, Thanksgiving week till through New Year's, all I'm reading is Christmas stories.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's gonna be awesome, and then I'm gonna get to watch them on TV too.
The best part about this, there is a best part about this, right, is that there's a drinking game.
There is.
I know.
No, I said there is. Question mark.
No, I know. There is, question mark. No, you very much specifically said there is. I need to make this a little bit bigger so everybody can fucking enjoy it.
Blow this sucker up.
I gotta click
So
it.
does that mean you'll watch it with me and play this drinking game?
I'm gonna be really drunk. All
Okay,
right.
So what's it say?
So, Hallmark Christmas movie drinking game. And this came about as I was talking to a dude at jiu-jitsu like last week or something like that. And he's like, dude, at the office. And he was saying, no, there's like Hallmark movie bingo. There's a bunch of different shit. So this one is Christmas movie drinking game. Take a drink
Hallmark Christmas movie because
Hallmark, very specifically.
that's
right?
all they're showing through now through like.
So a character's name is related to Christmas. Holly, Nick, Chris, etc.
That's awesome.
Someone drinks hot chocolate, cider, or eggnog. Easy. Someone disses fake Christmas trees.
They don't do that very often.
You never know.
No, they don't.
A big city person is transplanted to a small town. You're getting
Every
fucking
no,
hammered.
you don't have to drink the whole time they're in the small town. You just have to drink when a big city person. So let's say 4 people come to this small town, which is usually the average. You have
There's mistletoe.
some of them.
All of them. A magical deal is made with Santa or an angel.
Only a few of them.
Yeah, it's kind of lame.
I feel like I could do a
It's kind
better.
of like unbelievable.
I feel like I could do a better
Yeah,
Hallmark
probably
drinking game,
kinda
Christmas movie
unbelievable.
drinking game. I might have to come up
a
with one.
newcomer partakes in an old family / town tradition.
Mhm.
Like, hey, we all go hang up the wreath on the tree.
We
on
all
the
go light
door.
up the tree. Yeah, that's in everyone.
They really should make a Hallmark
You
movie.
see an ugly sweater, you're taking too long, or tie.
There's a reference to a dead relative.
Somebody gets snowed in.
This one
Dead
was
relative.
so.
There's a couple
So
like that.
this was like one that my buddy he goes, yeah, when like the person that's moving, their spouse dies.
Spouse dies.
And then they have
That's
to
the one
relocate with
That's
the
the one I
kid.
watched last night. They went home for the first time since the spouse died. The one this weekend is she just wants 5 more minutes with her grandpa.
Would Chuck say?
I don't know.
Take a drink when a white woman cries. Fuck, man.
Let's see. Jingle Bells is played. Finish your drinks when the Christmas cynic is filled with holiday spirit.
There's always the curmudgeon
It
Grinch.
starts snowing on Christmas.
Always starts snowing on Christmas.
Take a shot. When you spot, Candace Cameron is in a lot of these.
She was in the one today. Nope.
Nope.
What was that fucking girl?
That's the girl from.
Last night.
She's from Days of Our Lives, but she's also was part of The Biggest Loser. I think she was the host.
Yeah.
I don't know her name.
Candace Cameron Bure, Lacey Chabray, or Danica McKellar.
She might be Danica McKellar. Might be. Wait, I'm gonna
I
have
don't
to.
know. We'll have to
I'm gonna have
look
to
that
IMDb
up.
that
We'll have
shit.
to do a little homework. So take a shot when the main characters fall in love.
Well,
There's
that's
a
every-
million other ones. It's like when the main character.
Danica.
When the main character.
much money they make.
Meets her high school boyfriend.
Oh no, Dana McKellica is the girl you had a crush on from that show in the 80s.
Oh, no shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
From God damn.
Winnie. She was Winnie.
Winnie. Yeah, from The Facts of Life. Totally wrong show, but it's all good.
Okay. So what's your feel good?
My feel good is this. Nope, that's from last week. My feel good is this. It's not the dog. The dog in this instance was injured. My feel good in this case is this Boy Scout. This 12-year-old Boy Scout. So whoever said the Scouts don't teach you something. 12-year-old Boy Scout used his skills to rescue a lost couple and their injured dog. I don't even give a fuck about the lost couple. I'm more worried about this dog and what they did for it. So he took his motto of always be prepared and went the next level.
Jessica hates Hallmark movies. It's the first thing.
No, you know why you hate them?
It's the first thing we don't agree on.
They're too personal, and you're like, they're sappy. When you get like 43,
I knew you were gonna say
all
fucking
of a
age,
sudden
you dick.
life changes, and you're like,
That's
no,
not true.
your daughter moves out.
My mom said I was in love with love when I was 13 years old. It had nothing to do.
She is too. She just doesn't remember. It's like
I'm gonna bunk you.
God took it away, and He's gonna give it back to you later on.
Throw my phone at you.
Right when you need it.
Suck a bag of dicks, or actually eat a bag of dicks.
So anyway, he's hiking down this trail with his family and blah, 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 blah. They come upon this couple. This couple are out of water because they're assholes and they didn't plan well enough. And they brought this dog on this fucking, they are super fake. No, you're not wrong. So sorry, I'm jumping back and forth. They encountered him and there was 3 miles left, right? But the problem was the dog's feet were completely like trashed.
Oh,
It was completely cut.
yeah.
And the dog couldn't, they tried to carry the dog and the dog's a 100-pound dog.
Too big.
Right. So
Should
it's
carry him
100
fireman
pound.
style.
I can't. His name is Smokey. So, boy, Captain
So was it
Hero.
2 of them? So if it was you and I and my dog was that jacked up, I'd be like, I'll stay, you go and get help.
Simple enough. It's 3 miles. It's not that far.
But we're also
we had a
hikers.
situation, but yeah,
We're also hikers.
So Christine said the couple was in danger of being stuck on the trail overnight. Anyway, the boy came up and he's like, "How about this? Let's go back to my Boy Scout training." And he went and they cut down 2 little. They cut down a
he
branch,
made a little
cot,
yeah.
like a fucking harness for it.
Oh,
2 sticks, and they all took off their shirts and they stuck their shirts between them.
That's so sweet.
And they made a rack to carry him out. So
Oh,
Hey, you
first
know
of all,
what?
I love that those people didn't like.
instead of just lugging him over your shoulders and trying to carry it, it's like everybody picks a corner and you just kind of walk out.
Go,
right?
or
So-
you could even just pick up 2 of them and drag it.
I mean, you could do something like that if you needed
I
to.
love it.
A litter. Thank you, DJ. I couldn't think of the name of it. It's a litter. Yep, absolutely.
That's what
So-
that thing is called.
Yep,
I call it a sled.
When you pick it up. Yep, it would be a sled if you made it like kind of like.
That's a sweet story. I like
Yeah,
that. That's
so
a good feel good baby.
It's a good one. Yeah, I thought it was cool. It has to do with dogs. Like I said, the parents
Has to do with-
probably might have, could have left and
Maybe-
left the dog.
No,
No, I'm saying if they really were that desperate.
no,
But obviously
Negative.
they were on a well-traveled enough trail that,
negative. I would never
Boy
leave my
Scout.
dog.
dude.
I might leave you, but I wouldn't leave
Today
the
in
dog.
history,
Just kidding.
1973.
I was born. I was 3. I was alive. I shouldn't say I was born. I was born by then. Maybe that's better. I was alive, bitch. Shut
Like,
up.
we've been bullshitting. Like, you're trying to act older than you are
No,
because you were born in when?
1970.
Exactly. Today in history, during the Watergate scandal, U.S. President Richard Nixon held a press conference
Didn't he do the peace sign?
in
Is
which
that the
he
one?
said, he declared, "I am not a crook."
Yeah.
Which is
That is the same
iconic.
thing. That's the same thing as I did not
I
have.
did not
have
have
sex
sexual
with that woman.
relations with that woman.
Yeah, something like that.
Should be like this. Opposed to the pointy end cigar. I did not have sexual relations. Anyway,
And that's the show.
that's the fucking show for tonight. We'll be back on Friday.
Friday, Whiskey Friday.
Thank you all. Jesus Christ, save us. He's gone. We're going to set some ground rules right now.
Oh, you could suck a dick.
Friday,
No.
you get 1 drink.
Oh,
No pre-drinking.
I'm a grown ass woman.
You
I
can
do what I
have-
want.
You can have a White Claw and some water.
Guess what?
Because I almost had to shut that shit down.
You're not.
I was
Whatever.
close. I almost hit that button. Anyway,
You're not the boss of me, and I can do what I want.
more
when I'm
impressions
at home.
on Friday. I don't think I'll be doing that. Appreciate that, Chuck. Go hit the like and subscribe button out on YouTube if you don't mind. We'd really
Exactly,
appreciate
Craig.
it.
No ground rules. Ground
Share.
rules are for pussies.
I'll do an impression if you share this show, Chuck. Share it to all your friends. Share it to every one of them.
On
If you
Facebook.
share it to every one of your friends
Well,
on Facebook.
Or you can't really share individual and Instagram.
You can share it. You just post. You take a copy, link, share it to your Facebook.
All right.
Share it all. Share it to your Instagrams. Do all that stuff. But nonetheless, we're begging for. Thank you to the first responders.
There you go.
Military folks. Without you guys, we can't do this stuff. Ian, come get a beer. You were out mulling around earlier. And Evan Haley, we miss you. Guys, we love you all. Thank you so much for hanging out. It's Wednesday. We'll get through the rest of the week. Next week is going to be a big week as well. We're have some fun shows.
Yep. Have a great week, guys.
Cheers, everybody.
See ya. Love you.
Catch y'all. Have a good night. Dun, dun, dun.